The reason I have such a focus on education is one, that it is one of the major institutions of our society that is failing more so, I think, than most of the other major institutions of our society. And it's failing in two different ways. It's failing to teach students how to think. It's failing to give them a background of knowledge of history. It's failing to allow them to express views that are different from what is being propagandized. These have become propaganda agencies more so than educational institutions. And I think more than that, the way these education is set up as an institution, there's nothing in it to cause them to change, to correct themselves. If you're in private business, if you're making widgets, if you're not making widgets that the public wants or will put up with, then you will discover that because you can't sell them, you will be losing money, and you will be forced out of business. Milton Friedman used to say that people call this a capitalist society as a profit society. It's a profit and loss society. And the losses are just as important as the profits, because the losses force people to stop doing things that are not working. And only those who are doing things that can be self-supporting can continue. That's not true with education. Public school education, you have the almost inexhaustible amount of money from the taxpayers. Private schools are becoming private more in name than in reality. They're getting billions of dollars of taxpayers' money, and there's very little following of what happens, so that they can keep on doing things that are wrong for generation after generation. My book, Inside American Education, is one that I want to have people take a look at, not because it's a new book, but precisely because it's an old book. By reading it, you see that things that we have newly discovered that are wrong with the schools, sometimes as a result of the COVID pandemic, right, and the homeschooling that came out of that. Those things have been like that for 30 years or more. There's one of the particular items, for example, is someone discovered that in Minnesota, the schools were teaching boys about tampons. And some people seized upon that, say, what a strange thing that is. It is, but it was been doing that for more than 30 years, and you would never have known that except for the pandemic. Any idea that the public can keep up with what is going on in the schools in any serious way is false. You have to have some mechanism by which the schools can be changed, or the people can be allowed out of those schools without their having to be able to keep up with what's actually going on.